Hello everyone, this is Saurav and today we're going to see how to do file upload in Node.js. So we are going to use Multer for this one. It's a middleware and it's written on top of the busboy. So this is more efficient and easy to use. So let's start with this one. So first things, we need a code base. So I'm going to take my previous code base and the SQLized one, and I'm going to delete all the unnecessary things, and then we'll import this one. I'm going to copy this command from here. I'm going to save also this one. So let this install, and then in between let us open the code base in VS Code. First things I'm going to do, I'm going to change the database. Previously I was using SQLite, now I will use the MySql. So let's change this dialect, and we do not need this one. Okay, this is connected. So our changes is okay, it's connected to the database. Now close this one. Now next thing would be we are going to upload the file in our register page. So let's go to the register page, and first things, let's copy one of the block. Let's copy this one and the avatar here. Type it will be file, type, and now everything will be like this. It's not required anyway, let it be there. And we are going to need the error message also, because this is a required field. So let's take this one from here. We need to have the invalid class in case of error. So let's place this one here, and instead of email it will be this one. Okay, now the error message. So take this block and paste it here. Now just change the email to our new field name. Okay, that's it in this section. So I'm going to keep this one as bottom. Okay, and I'm going to change this one now to register. Okay, that's it from the EJS file. Now the routes will come to user section. I'm going to change this to register, and it is going to call the add user. So this is inside the controller and it is inside user controller. So now here I'm going to do, now we need to configure this one. So let's go to this section and we'll copy the required code here. So say this one I'm going to need for now. Let's copy this, paste it here, and in this case it will be public, and then say this one public, then yes. Okay, now this is the section. Now this will create the field name, that is avatar, then current date, and what we also need is the extension. And to do this one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one constant object, and I'm going to allow MIME type image/jpeg, and in this case the extension will be jpeg, and copy this one. We are going to add the extension. How we're going to do is, basically we will use this object here, and inside that we're going to pass file.MIME type, this one. This is going to have the properties like image/jpeg or jpeg or something like this. So this is the storage configuration, and now we'll need to add the validation. Now for the validation, we'll need to have one function here. As file filter, it will have request, file, and the callback function. chief. In that case, we're going to return, we're going to call the callback with error. There is no error, so it will be null, and we're accepting the files. That is true. In other cases, what will happen, we'll call the callback with null, and we're not going to accept the value, so false. Here we need to show the message also. So what we'll do, we'll set a message, say file error. We'll just say like, this is done in this section. We'll just need to export this one now. So let's do that. Come at the very bottom here and export the function. Now this is our endpoint. Now here what we'll do, we're going to use that middleware we have just written, user dot upload dot, we'll upload the single file, and then field name is this one. So that's all. The middleware do all the things. Middleware will handle these things. Now if there is any error, it will set in this request already, otherwise it will set the value, the file name. So here we can check, because if it's success, the control will come here. Even if it's failure, control will come here, because we are here saying after this middleware call this add user, so it will come here. Now we just need to check if this is all for the validation section, and we just need one more step, that is if find all works if the email already exists, and in this case we need to add one validation, that is if there is any error, then just redirect the user to the register page again, either it is email error or avatar error, anyone. So here we are going to check error dot length to make it object dot keys, errors dot length is there, then return back with the error message, else continue. Okay, this should be all right. Let's try this one. Okay, let's come to the database, and the table has no data now. Now try to access this user, and let's create one user, give any. So since it's working, let's see there is any error or not. No, I don't see any error. Let's see the file uploaded or not. No, it's not there. So one thing we missed, we have to add NC type here. NC type multipart slash form data. In the destination path we have given a slash here, so that is the issue. Let's try one more time. Come here, select one image. Okay, so this is the image, it's got uploaded here. Let's try one more time. So submit the user, the image is there, and the data entered in the database also. Okay, now try to register the same user again. Hopefully we'll get the message. Let's see. Suppose I'll delete all this and select user, select new image and submit. We are getting the validation message that email already present in the database, but see image is already uploaded in our server. So that's not the correct way. We have to handle this one. So what we're going to do here, we're going to use the fs module here. So const fs. What we will do here, if we have the error, we are going to unlink the image, unlink sync. So let's do one thing, open this in side by side. Let's delete this one. Try one more time. Select the image and try to submit this one. See, there is no image. Now if you try to change the email address and select the same image, we have the image. Right, so that's how we're going to do the file upload using Multer, and we can also delete the file if the validation failed. So this is good, we have uploaded the file, but we also need to save this one in our database. So let's delete all these things first and create a new column. Let's come to our database. Okay, now we don't have any table inside this one. Now we should be good. Request dot file dot MIME. Okay, this should be good. Let's come to the database and see, this is the section we have the data available inside this column. So like this we can also display the same image in the front end if required. Now let's also check the invalid file type validation. So to do this one, we have to remove the class already present here, because we are adding this class using our condition here. So let's refresh this page and we'll try to add any data in this form now, and in case of file we will use any docx file or txt file, and then we'll try to submit this one. So file format is not valid, this message is showing, and the content is also not inserted in the table. So that's all for this one. Thank you for watching this.